Alright guys, today we are going to be playing all of Calamity as the Rogue class. I know I played Calamity for the first time last video, but that was a while ago. That was a kind of an older video. So some of the stuff is kind of still new to me, and I also didn't get that far in that video, so I still haven't seen a lot this game mode has to offer. Also, I'm trying out a lot of your guys' suggestions for this video, because I've gotten a lot of comments about like adding music and switching up the editing for my videos and stuff like that. So this video is going to be shorter, so I can kind of focus on that stuff, but once I get into the hang of it, I hopefully make some longer ones. But today we're just going to be getting the first Rogue stuff and starting off as the Rogue class. So with that said, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy the show. I quickly set up this nice little base here, did some mining, which was really easy thanks to ore extractinator. Like, I don't know why I haven't been using this for all my worlds, but it actually saved me so much time on this challenge. Like, I was using this literally every 5 seconds, so that was huge. And I finally had some basic gear and started to do some real exploring. The first thing I found after exploring was an overground desert pyramid, which I had never seen before. This was nice, so I quickly blew my way into here and found a magic carpet, which would be huge for like all of pre-hard mode. The next thing I did was quickly go back home and craft wolfram throwing knives, which would end up being my first weapon. And I also realized I could craft something called the crystalline with this. This would be the first weapon I'd go for, and I'd actually use it for the desert scourge. So that was my next mission. I then found these like little biome specific shrines. First one I found was the forest one, then I found this little ice one, and lastly I found the corruption one. I got a ton of different biome specific stuff from these, but the main thing I wanted from them was their different accessories, which was kind of huge because it let me get fully kitted out. And I also found the chi trinket was really helpful for pretty much my whole pre-hard mode experience. Then the slime rain happened, which I'm not gonna lie, I was nowhere near prepared for, but I decided to attempt the king slime fight anyway, and here's how it went. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, my main strategy for this fight was just to run back and forth and hopefully avoid king slime. Like, it didn't really work that well. Like, I would just stay on my magic carpet, shoot my throwing knives down, use the recall to get them back, and just do the same thing over and over again. And after doing this for a while, I started to get king slime kind of low, but I kept slipping up over and over again. And I started to realize that I was kind of doing no damage at all. Like, look at his health barely going down. Like, even here, this is like 3 minutes into the fight, and still pretty much doing nothing to him. Like, he's not even a third of the way down. And then these little ice slimes started spawning, which just kept slowing my movement. And then we got a little later to the fight, and the ruby started shooting at me, which is just so annoying. So yeah, I just kind of tried to dodge the ruby and hit king slime at the same time. Wasn't really going well, and eventually right here I just kind of slipped up. One of the slimes hit me in the air. I got really low, and I was trying to dodge the ruby shots and king slime and everything. I got a heal off, so I got back to full, which just kind of meant that I had no health to start with, honestly. And then I was trying to just dodge, and then right here, king slime hit me twice, and I ended up dying. So that was the end of my king slime fight. Next, I found this desert shrine type thing, which is nice, and I got Luxor's gift, which I would end up using for a little bit, but I ended up not liking it as a whole. But then it was time for more exploration, and I got a lot of desert fossil. After exploring the desert, I found enough desert fossil to get the platinum to make the gleaming dagger, which I ended up using for the Luxor's gift to have this nice little purple effect going on. I also had enough silver to finally make silver armor, so that's what I ended up using for the rest of this video. With my new silver armor and an iron skin regen, swiftness, apricot, and a ton of other buffs, I decided it was time to fight the desert scourge. And as you can see here, I'm kind of getting absolutely obliterated. Like, I did fine for a little bit, but I just wasn't strong enough for this boss and ended up getting destroyed. So I just knew I wasn't ready for it, and that wasn't even the actual boss. So I decided it was time to farm for the crystalline. Like, the 750 desert fossil that I'm extractinating right here was less than a fifth of the desert fossils I got to try to get the 3 diamonds to make the crystalline. Like, I think I went through a total of about 4,600 desert fossil. Like, there's just so many clips of me just shredding desert fossil because I just got so much of it for no reason whatsoever because I could not get diamonds for the life of me. But eventually we got our 3 diamonds and made the crystalline. Now that I had the crystalline, I had a ton of buffs like regen, swiftness, iron skin, feather fall. I had a mushroom and I had a shine and the thorns. I also had my Wolfram shield and the crystalline, so I felt ready and I summoned the boss. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch this fight because it's pretty intense. After beating the Desert Scourge with the crystalline and some other rogue weapons, got my first relic of the challenge, which was nice, and I got the Scourge of the Desert, which is the rogue weapon that he drops, so I was definitely really happy about that, in that first try especially, and I was pretty happy with this whole run. So that's the end of today's video. I said I was going to do a shorter one because, you know, I'm trying to get used to this new editing thing. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll definitely have something longer next time, and I'll see you guys whenever that comes out. Peace.